Ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha. My apologies for the late posting of this video. I was helping to buoy the spirits of a friend that was forced to go to the hospital. She's fine, but I felt making sure she was taken care of was more pressing than posting a timely video. Now, I had planned on recording a very different video tonight, one where I actually talk about some games that I've found to be quite fun for a change, to take a break from the more horrible titles that infest the indie gaming scene and promote some games actually well worth playing. However, I was directed to a news story that, while a couple of days old, still raises a very troubling topic and one that I decided was well worth revisiting with all of you again. I say again because I have actually covered this topic a few times in the past, and that is the issue of swatting. Now, swatting, for those of you that are unaware, is a practice where a person's online account is hacked and then used to spoof a phone call to their local police department. This call usually, but not always, tends to take the form of some sort of threat involving people's lives. Threats such as they're holding their loved ones or coworkers hostage and intend to kill everyone, including themselves, using some sort of bomb or other such nonsense. Now, the intended result is that the police department responds in force, eliciting a tactical response team or some other such large-scale involvement that usually results in the person's home getting raided by the police at gunpoint. Twitch streamers are a favorite for this activity, as the hacker performing the SWAT somehow gets their kicks from being able to see the invasion happen on camera and live. And what happened in this particular instance that I'm referring to, and I will link the original story down below, is a young Twitch streamer had a troll start causing issues within his chat. As is his right and his responsibility, he banned the troll and went about his business. This troll then hacked the teenager's Twitch account to get his personal information and spoofed his phone number and GPS location in order to swat the unsuspecting streamer in an extreme expression of mental and emotional instability. Now this, I cannot believe that anyone would do such a thing to another human being in such a way. You see, swatting someone is dangerous. Extremely so. It involves innocent lives that are suddenly thrust into a very high-tense situation and pitting them unknowingly against very well-trained and usually extremely well-armed individuals who are there expecting you to be a danger. Not only to anyone else in the immediate area, but very much a threat to them as well. Now, such a mixture is every bit as dangerous as a powder keg with a lit fuse. Make no mistake, when you instigate such a falsehood in such a way, you are actively putting people's lives in extreme danger. You are putting the police into a situation where they are led to believe there is an imminent threat to innocent lives and that the target of your prank is that threat. This type of situation will eventually end with an innocent person getting killed by some poor soul who will be forced to live with that fact for the rest of their lives. This is not funny. It is not a joke. Someone getting killed by this type of thing is not a potential occurrence. It is an eventuality. The only reason why it has not happened already is because of a combination of the training that the officers involved have undergone, their maintaining cooler heads, and a great deal of luck. But eventually, that luck will run out. Now, these types of people that would even entertain the idea of such a thing do need to seek help. It is not humorous to threaten someone's life in such a way, and anyone that thinks so is demented. I can't even imagine what must have been going through this person's head. I mean, did you really sit there and think, I'm going to show this little twerp, I'm going to teach him a lesson? Did you really think it was appropriate to risk not only his life, but the lives of his family as well? All for the sake of assuaging your pathetic little ego? Now, I'm going to say this to all those that would think this is an appropriate course of action. To all of you out there that think it's funny to risk someone's life or the lives of their loved ones over something as small-minded and petty as a chat ban on Twitch. To those that are delusional enough to think that this is in any way appropriate behavior. I pity you. Because these people, these types of people, apparently have no qualms with not only potentially ending another person's life for some imagined slight or perceived offense, but they are without the moral direction to even know what they are doing is wrong. It is, at best, antisocial behavior in the extreme. At worst, a deliberate attempt at murder by cop. And make no mistake, that is what this amounts to. Attempted murder. What else would you call it when you send large numbers of heavily armed and armored people to someone's house expecting a dangerous situation? I have no other definition for it than that. Now, this sort of thing should not be condoned by anyone. And if you happen to know someone who is even considering swatting someone, set them straight. Barring that, report them. Because you would be most likely, or very possibly, saving a life. And not just the life of some random streamer, but also someone's son or daughter, someone's brother or sister, possibly even a small child's parent, or even possibly a small child. And not only that, you could also be saving a police officer a lifetime of guilt and suffering over their merely attempting to do their job, which is to serve and protect you. There is no excuse for actions like swatting. None whatsoever. So don't condone it. Don't promote it. And for God's sake, don't do it. I am SidAlpha. I'll see you next time.